Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Big Mike back again. And today I'm going to be talking to you a little bit something different. It's not going to be wrestling. It's not going to be the MCU. It's going to be the DC Extended Universe. If you don't know what that is DC/Warner Brothers' answer to the Avengers series, the MCU. And right now, it's not looking so great. I know there's people who do like it, and, if you're a part of this group, that's fine, whatever. I'm not going to judge you, but here are what I think, a few things that could be changed for the DCEU to make it just a little bit better. Just a bit. Number one, I think that's got to be the characters themselves. Like, you look at Man of Steel, Batman, Superman, Suicide Squad. Really, there's really no character development. Well, there's one character development, and that's with Batman and Martha. I mean, like, really? Really? I mean, through two movies, Superman's pretty much the same. You got Batman. Wonder Woman's just kind of there in Batman Superman. And then you got the Suicide Squad, who really, in my opinion, don't need to be around. That movie really did not need to be made. But, that's just me. The action's fine, I think. I really liked some of the action scenes in these three movies. But there's really nothing to invest me in these characters. Don't get me wrong. Comic book versions, TV, cartoons, whatever. I love them. I love me a little Superman every now and again. Batman, Wonder Woman, the Justice League. I love that. But in these movies right now, I don't really love them. Right now, they're just people in costumes that say they're Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. There's no, at least from what I can tell, reason to really like them. Like, Superman's just a big emo kid talking about if he should rescue people again or not. Like, really? When have you ever said or even thought that about Superman? Batman is a straight up murderer, which, dialed up to 11 for Zack Snyder. Oh, he's extreme, he's a vigilante. Yeah, except he's got that one rule. And then Wonder Woman's just there. She gets her disk drive or floppy disk or whatever the heck it is, opens the email, sees the logos for the other Justice League members, and then all of a sudden she's ready for battle. Like, okay, give me a little something about her. Give me something to care about for her. And then Suicide Squad, you get development for two people, Deadshot and Harley Quinn. And that's it. The rest are just kind of, you're there. And it's not really a reason to really like these characters. That's why I like the MCU better. You've had time to get to know these people, to get to see their fighting styles, to get to see how they would work as a team. In this, they just kind of rushed it. And that's issue number 2. At least in Batman vs. Superman, they try to jam-pack Justice League stuff in there to say, oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. No. Shh. Sorry, my dogs. And then, now we gotta wait, 4 years? That's another issue. They're not that close together, the DC movies. They're like 1 year, boom, 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 skip a couple years, and then we're back at it again. Like, we're waiting a really long time. And it's I don't know. It feels weird. Another problem I have with it is for killing characters for really no reason. I mean, you have Jimmy Olsen in Batman vs. Superman. He really didn't need to die. At least not without some sort of interaction between Superman and Jimmy. Like in the comics and everywhere else, they're best friends. And Jimmy even has a little wristwatch that emits a sonic scream for when stuff's going down. In this, he has 4 seconds, walks through the deserts, meets with drug dealers or whatever the heck they're supposed to be, gets shot. That's Jimmy Olsen in the DCEU. I look at that and I think, does Zack Snyder really not like these characters? Like, what are you doing here, dude? And then, of course, there's Lex. I'm not going to call him Lex. He's Alexander. That's all Jesse Eisenberg is going to be. He's going to be Alexander Luthor. The real Lex is out there somewhere, hopefully building his robot suit. And hopefully we'll see him down the line somewhere. Maybe. And also, you see another issue I have. And this is with the greater DC universe. You see Suicide Squad? You know they're not going to fight Darkseid. And this is what this is building to. A big old brawl with Darkseid. And you give us in Suicide Squad a woman with bat, a guy with a boomerang fetish, and a guy with guns. Now there's maybe a couple of guys who could stand their own, like Killer Croc, El Diablo, maybe. But this is Darkseid. MCU, you look at friggin' Guardians, you know they're going to be just as involved with Infinity War as the Avengers. And now Doctor Strange. Like, this is what we have to look for in the MCU. DCEU, we just got a useless team in the Suicide Squad. Like, you know, after that, they're not getting a sequel. There's no way. I've heard maybe Harley and Deadshot are getting spin-offs. But that's it. Like, Suicide Squad was there to replicate Guardians of the Galaxy. And you could just tell it by watching it. Because they put in some weird, out-of-place music in there. And Guardians, honestly, I'm not saying I want the DCEU to be like the MCU. But I would like to see them try a little harder. And maybe have a little fun. There's no reason not to have some fun. I'm not saying you have to have a thing a minute like Marvel does. And that does get a little annoying after a while, but crack a joke. Have Clark Kent crack a freaking smile. Like, and I get it. These studios can pretty much do whatever they want with the rights to these characters. But like I said, I like the MCU characters. They're cool. They're a little relatable. Even the Guardians. And they got a talking tree and a gun-toting raccoon. Like, that is the most least relatable thing in the world. And they're liked better than Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Think about that for a second. Just DC, Warner Brothers, if you're watching, I know you're not. Make me care about these characters again. Have a little fun with them. Be a little ridiculous. And just go out there and make some good movies. Make some good motivations. That's all I want. You could be as dark as you want to be. Just have a little fun. Have the villains have some decent motivation for doing what the heck they're doing. And, of course, have us like these characters. I want to like these characters. It's Batman. It's Superman. It's my childhood. And yet, I could care less about them. Because Superman, at the end of the day, is a crying little baby. Batman's a murderer. Wonder Woman doesn't even have any character development yet, but she's got her movie coming. And it just feels jam-packed. If DC just takes their time, builds up their universe little by little, like Marvel has, then maybe you won't be having this issue. Instead, you got kind of a mess. Oh, and before I say this, I think Wonder Woman is DC's last chance for me. Because if it's bad, I don't even think I want to see Justice League. Because so far, all I've seen is garbage. I mean, we have some flashes of brilliance in Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman. There's none in Suicide Squad. Like, yeah, there's nothing to redeem in there. I just want Wonder Woman to be good. If Wonder Woman's good, then I'll be okay for the future of the DCEU. If not, bye. I'm sticking with Marvel. Alright, that's a little bit of my rant for today. Hope you guys enjoy. See you at the movies.